Hello. The world is just full of liars and cheats and con artists, and I, for one, am sick to the back teeth with them. Now, you might say that's a really negative thing to say, but you know what? It's my observation and my experience that this behaviour has been more prevalent since the pandemic. Now, I don't know why that is. I have no idea why that is, except obviously there's something psychological at the root of it all.
Trust the experts, trust the experts.
The sad thing is, people are more desperate now than ever to earn money, okay? And that's making them easy prey for the con artists, who come, as I've said, in all shapes and sizes and in all guises. And so there's one mentality, and that is, well, we use our own imagination, we pick up some ideas here or there, we learn from other people, but we set out to create in our own right, and we beaver away at it. And so then we gain inch by inch rather than mile by mile. But in this current economic and mental and emotional climate, I actually think that's probably the best way to go about it. Times are very, very, very tricky now. And this has been my observation completely. Now, there's another mindset, the alternative mindset, which is a constant hope of the big and easy bucks, the overnight financial gain, the chasing of the dream. Problem is that when people have that mentality, they are basically losers. Yeah, they are losers. See, they don't have what it takes to create and maintain something worthwhile, and they usually lack intelligence and imagination, and they believe that the acquisition of stuff is the be all and end all. But where did they get these thoughts, these beliefs from? Well, I'll tell you where they got them from. They got them from the con artists, the liars, the exaggerators, and the slick salespeople.
Loser!
Now, this rant is going to get quite a bit more fruity in a couple of minutes, but before I go on, I'm going to politely remind everyone to like and subscribe. Now, look, I've got nothing to lose here. The likelihood of me making big bucks from YouTube videos is really remote. I've already accepted that. I'm not going to push affiliate links for products or services I don't like and I don't use. I'm not going to be ramming home an expensive course. I'm not going to be selling any downloads. So therefore, basically, this is really just a hobby, isn't it? And as I've said before, as if I have the time in my life for a hobby, but we all need a break from the day job, don't we? So don't forget, please like and subscribe, because even though at the end of the day it won't make a jot of difference really, it's still nice to be appreciated. And then, of course, there are those who have only just heard of KDP. They're the latest batch of desperate souls keen to grab themselves a slice of that pie, regardless of the fact that they don't know how it's actually being divided. And they have this narrow vision, and they're hypnotized by the whispering of a very, very astute business person who has learned exactly how to extract every last dime from them. And I take my hat off to them. Because they're raking it in, but not in the way that most of their followers would think, okay? Now, I could make bullshit videos. I could promise the earth. I could come up with all kinds of figures. I could tell lies. I could pretend to have this or that award. I could lie about my achievements. I could pretend to be an expert on the subject, but I would be actually disgusted with myself, and I mean that. So whilst I admire some of these YouTubers who are making a really good living, but not through what they say they're making a good living from, if you get what I mean. But they're very good business people nevertheless. And let's face it, if we all really wanted to do it, or not all of us, but some of us, if we really wanted to do it, we could do it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to. And right now, today, I'll be honest with you, I have had a bellyful of lying, cheating, manipulative, I can never say that word, bastards. And of the people who are continuing to let them get away with it. So let's take a look at some of the worst perpetrators. Well, first of all, we have the testosterone-fueled, fast-talking, arrogant tossers with their courses and their affiliate links and their made-up lifestyle, who are living very comfortably off the hard-to-come-by money of people who foolishly believe that they can become them.
You're all losers.
Fuck off, you creeps. Next, we have the persuasive, I only have your best interest at heart gurus inviting you in to their cozy world, buttering you up, flattering you, whispering sweet nothings, when without you out there, they wouldn't have a business. Okay, they'd make some money from their self-published books, but it wouldn't match the money they will get from their YouTube videos, their courses, and the affiliate links they're constantly plugging as well. And whatever downloads they're selling as well. Now, none of that is a crime. It's not a crime. You know, these are very astute business people and they've figured it out and they're making good money.
Trust the experts. Trust the experts.
But they need you not to succeed, okay? Because they need you to be dependent upon them. You've got to need them because you're the low-hanging fruit. And they also need a constant flow of new low-hanging fruit, as in people who've only just come to KDP or only just heard about it now. You're nothing but dollar signs to them, which is fine if you realise that. And if you don't realise that, then you're either a bit stupid or you're naive. And so, fuck off to those people, to those manipulators who know exactly how much to extract every single dime from you. And then we come to the mouth-breathing, bottom-feeding scum of the human race. That I can't make a business or make any money without stealing somebody else's idea, design, or even their entire work. Now, these people are utterly despicable. They're subhuman. And that might sound pretty harsh, but they've got no conscience whatsoever. They have not enough intelligence. They don't have any imagination. They just want to steal and steal and steal because they've got nothing else to give, nothing else to offer. And people have worked incredibly hard on their own designs and putting stuff together and then uploading it and building a platform. It's just taken straight away from them by the bottom feeders. Fuck you. Then we have the hangers on. You know, it's like being at school when, you know, you're desperate to get into the gang of meme girls. So trying to befriend them and then copying them. Oh, for God's sake, get a life. Really, get a life. And so, yes, I'm reading from my script here for two reasons. One is to keep me on track. And the other one is so I can remember what I want to say. I don't forget it. So, yes, in my own life, and I'm using this video now as a sounding board, those who can't open their mouths without bullshit pouring out by the bucket load, they make me so angry. Bullying their way through life, doing a half-assed job, or actually not doing a job at all, if they can get away with it, the job that they said they would do and that they're paid to do, and then throwing their weight around or even refusing to come out of hiding when challenged and asked to explain themselves. Well, you know what? Fuck off, you time-wasting, self-centered, egotistical arseholes.
Take that, you bastard.
Okay, look, we've got to get our shit together. All of us together. It seems to me that the unreasonable and the apathetic, and you know what, the apathetic and the silly and the easily led are maybe just as dangerous as the unreasonable. You know, they're running this world right now. We need to recognise the bad guys quickly, and we need to stand up and fight back. We need to be decent human beings, you know, not godlike or saintly or holier than thou, but just decent and honest. And we need to take responsibility for ourselves. And we need to see the reality of life as it is now, not how it was, but how it is now, because life is very different than it was, say, 3 years ago. We need to rise from the ashes, and we need to be willing to take productive action, using our own skills and talents, not somebody else's. Because now we have a generation who, largely speaking, believe that it is entitled to everything it wants right now, this minute, and in the easiest way possible, and that status symbols and dubious fame are the most precious commodity. And that is helping online scamming to thrive. They're playing into the hands of the scammers. Meanwhile, in real life, you know, here on planet Earth and not in there in the cyber world, it feels as if zombies have crawled out of the forest and reasonable thinking human beings have been taken by complete surprise and are at the utter mercy of those with a horrible attitude and no conscience whatsoever. And it's hard, isn't it? But because the bad guys and girls, well, they're masquerading as normal, decent folk, be it online or in real life. That's why we have to be vigilant. You know, I've recently ignored some pretty big red flags, and I have paid a very high price for that. So, here's what I think. Be the best version of yourself. Learn the things you need to learn. Don't be pathetic and hang on to someone else's shirt tails because it feels like a safe place or because it gives you hope. You know, take whatever advice is free and either use it or discard it. You choose. And pick the right guru, okay? Look, if it's self-publishing that you're interested in, then you pick the guru who you know. You're not just being told that, you know, oh, they're doing all of this and they've got all this great success. You know that they're doing well and that their books are selling and they know what they're talking about. Pick that. However, if really what you're trying to do is emulate the business model, which is making money through YouTube videos, affiliate links and courses, well, that's very different. That's separate, isn't it, to self-publishing. And that's where a lot of the gurus are making their money. So if it's self-publishing you're genuinely interested in, then pick the right guru, not the one who tells you that they're really successful. But, you know, you never get to really see it. You never get to see their books. But what you do see is you see the videos that they make. You hear about the affiliate links. You hear about the courses. So, you know, okay, great. If it's business advice you're looking for and you want somebody to emulate and copy, but even then, you're probably not going to do it anywhere near as well as they have. You know, they got in it before you did. They often have no real conscience either about the message that they're giving out there because they know what their actual motivation is. So just pick the right guru if you need to have a guru, okay? And basically, I think that's it, folks. Yes, I think that's it. I think the rant is now over. So don't forget, like and subscribe.